Good afternoon, Tampa Honda. Coach Brandy here with your end of month review for the month of September. So I know you guys were down a couple days due to the storm, and since then, I've been seeing a serious drop in call volume. Another thing we noticed was that the representatives were transferring calls to sales a lot. And there was a lot of flyer calls. I'm not sure if they were coachable or not because she didn't send me any, but those could have been some factors as to why we did not get very many calls for you guys this month, and I just wanted to point that out. But I am happy that you guys got through the storm and everybody was safe and you got things turned around quickly. Hopefully this month we can get back on track with call volume. I was only able to find 15 calls for you guys this month, so that's a huge decrease in what I normally do. I do about 40 for you guys. And it looks like Lisa has all 4 of her sessions to review. Chevelle has 1 left. And Courtney did review both of her sessions. So Lisa definitely needs to get on top of her session review. Even if you get a 5.0, does not mean you do not have to review your training feedback. There's still lots of good tips in there that I don't think that she's gaining because she continues to do the same thing on the calls that I'm coaching, even though she's getting a 5.0. So yes, that's fantastic and it's good work. But there are things that she could improve upon. So let's make sure that we have her review that training feedback. So your combined average is a 4.72 and your appointment set ratio is an 86.67%. Really good numbers. The reason they're probably a little bit lower and you're not seeing green all the way across the board is because Courtney is new, so we have that learning curve there for her. But this call she did was really well. First call she took, not so much, but that'll take some time. She'll get there. However, we are down just slightly from the previous month because of those numbers. So you can see that right here. I'll go back to, I think this call was just difficult all the way around. But on the other call, looks like the appointment category and the closure category. So could have come down to not asking for the appointment in the correct technique. Let's see if we can get further details here. Open up the funnel at the beginning. So asking for the appointment with authority. So when are you more available? And then asking them to call if they're going to be early or late. Those are the 2 things that she missed on that one. So that was a huge improvement over her other call. But that call could have been more challenging and about things that she wasn't able to quite handle just yet. Let me see what it says. I think they were just asking questions, and at that point, she, being new, wasn't really sure how to handle some of them. But all that will come in time, and it won't be long before those averages come up. Let's look at your call quality report. So for September, the bulk of your phone calls are falling in probably excellent. Yep, excellent, but it's showing that number is so wrong. You had 15 calls, 14 in excellent, 1 below average. So good numbers there. If you scroll down, you'll see the exact same thing for September as well as August. Your dealership against the other dealerships on our program. So it's a nice comparison tool there. And then lastly, we look at your rank by score. Out of 249 dealerships, you guys are coming in at number 11, almost the top 10 this month. So awesome job there. Let's see if your certifications are 100%. So everybody but Courtney. So Courtney needs to come back out and rewatch these videos and re-earn her certification. That's going to be extra practice anyway, so she definitely should go back out and do that. Now let's go back and look at service. So I did 10 service calls. All 10 sessions have been reviewed. Nice job there. Almost all green across the board. Averages of 4.66, 100% appointment set ratio, and averages are up. So let's make sure that we're gaining. And of course, Angie and Maria are both fairly new. I'll break this down a little bit further. So on this call, she probably did not gain contact information correctly or confirm all the information and confirm service needs. That's also part of that category. So we want to make sure that we ask if they've ever been in, we get the last name associated with the vehicle, then we pull up their information, confirm their first name, their contact number, their vehicle information, and then we need to confirm service needs. You mentioned an oil change. Any other additional services that you would need? Let's look at Maria's. So looks like probably the same thing on those two calls for her, and then closure, we need to cover the drop-off procedures. So pull into the service drive, give them your last name, and they'll set you up with an advisor. Thank you for your call. We'll see you on the